Blessed day. So, it is amazing how we lie and manipulate ourselves. Like, let's think about it. It is so easy to tell ourselves, as well as others, what we're going to do, what we're not going to do. Or, let's use this for instance, I'm so over it. I'm done with it. Body language is such an amazing key point to the truth. Have you ever told yourself that you were over something, but something inside of you just stirred up so bad later on, once you're by yourself, once you're not around anyone who you're trying to convince? Has someone ever brought something to your attention that you previously told yourself that you were done with or that you didn't want to desire? But when it's brought up in the presence of others, you try to compose yourself to not show how you really feel on the inside. Yes, sure. In order to move on from something, you got to work on it. You got to practice even. You have to figure out what the truth of the matter really is. How to be honest with yourself. How not to just speak the words, but to live by the words that you speak. In ownership. To feel it. To not feel it anymore. To allow it to become a part of you. Healing is not easy. Yes, first step, acceptance and acknowledgement, whichever one comes first for you. Of course, you have to acknowledge something in order to accept it, but you know. But to really allow it to register with every part of your being, every fragment of your being, is to accept it. Sometimes things are just done. When you could really be honest with yourself and say, you know what, it's done, it's out of my hand. Yes, I miss it. Yes, I wish I could. But for many reasons, or for just a few reasons, it doesn't align with you anymore. For many reasons and for a few reasons, maybe it doesn't align with the other person. So here's a case, a scenario that I thought about. Family members, relationships, not even necessarily with your family, but heck, even at work. Sometimes you find yourself going to an environment that you frequent all the time, but the energy just feels different. Is that place still for you? Is that position still for you? Are you holding on to something, waiting for someone else to change their ways, and so you can get your way? And what does that mean if you're doing that? Does that really make you strong? Does that really make you satisfied once they do, or if they ever come around, if they were to ever come around to change their ways or their beliefs? So, sure, letting go doesn't always mean a relationship with someone. Sometimes it means with something or a place. If it's not in alignment with who you are and what makes you feel at peace with yourself, not comfortable. Because the tricky thing about being comfortable is sometimes you're too comfortable and you realize that you're not growing and that you want more. Can you be honest with yourself with not just your words and your thoughts, but your movements, your emotions, your body language, your actions, and saying and showing that you want more, that it's time for more, that though you're going to miss what was normal to you, it's time for something else. So, as always, there's so much more that I can say about this. But you know, one-sided conversations, who knows what you really need other than yourself? So I pray that you figure it out, if this message is even for you. And if it's not for you today, come back to it. We're human. So eventually, we all need this type of message just to remind us that it's okay. Letting go does not make you a punk, does not make you a sucker, does not mean that you're a quitter. It just means that you realize when your time is up and when God has something better for you. And when God has the unthinkable waiting for you. You just got to make the decision to bust that move. Do it respectfully. Do it humbly. Do it with grace. Say thank you in all gratitude. Growth is necessary to live in peace, to be happy. Don't sit with the I shoulda, coulda, wouldas. What would have happened if I could have lived that life. I could have made that decision. What would have happened if I did? So just as you will want someone to give you forewarning about changes and adjustments that they're choosing to do that takes you out of their equation, do the same respectfully for others. Don't feel guilty about it. We're all on an individual journey, and sometimes our time is just up with people. Sometimes our time is just up with places, behaviors, activities. Don't hold yourself back. Keep on moving forward and know when the fun is over. Know when the lesson has been learned. Know when you've got the value that you needed for yourself to continue to flourish and build yourself. Because honestly, that's the best that you can do for you and respectfully for others. Got it? All right. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.